Do you know how many thoughts does the average human have in a day? Any guesses? It is 70,000. Are you aware of what you're thinking the entire day? Or do you operate life in autopilot mode? How many of your thoughts are positive and push you forward? How many thoughts are negative and hold you back? Today, I am going to share my journey from living a life in autopilot mode to being the pilot of my life by being aware of my thoughts and my feelings. Few months ago, I was scrolling to the Toastmasters Pathways webpage to select a project to work on. And I came across this particular project, which told me to start being aware of my thoughts and feelings. For a second, I thought that I won't do it, but I thought of giving it a shot. And so I did. Early on in my process, I realized that I have a lot of negative self-limiting beliefs, such as victim mentality, aversion to pain, thinking that I cannot do big things, and fear of judgment. But luckily, during this time, I was listening to Mr. Jim Rohn and David Goggins' speeches on YouTube, and it literally changed my life. Pain, we all have gone through it, we don't like it, and we like to avoid it as much as we can. What if I said that pain is a gateway to peace? What if the more pain you go through, the more peaceful you'll become? You might be thinking that I've gone crazy. Even I thought the same thing when I heard David Goggins say it in the Joe Rogan podcast. I was like, this guy must have lost it. How can pain bring us peace? It must be the opposite. But as I watched the entire podcast, I began thinking his words from a different perspective. For a few days, I pondered on his words, and then I thought of trying it for myself. I applied his philosophy in my exercise. During my runs, whenever I used to feel tired or whenever I used to get pain, I used to stop and call it a day. But now I decided that I will run for 45 minutes non-stop, regardless of the pain or the tiredness. The first day was almost next to impossible, but I somehow pulled it off. And I kept doing this regularly. At night, whenever I used to lay on my bed with my body pain, it actually felt good. With a slight movement in a part of my body, a gush of pain would run through my spine. But I had this weird smile on my face. I realized that this is the pain that I had earned, that this is the pain I am getting because I worked hard. And it is then I truly understood what Goggins was saying that day. And his words are still registered in my head. Responsibility. This word is the most important word in my dictionary. It was not the case 6 months ago. One day I was listening to this speech by Mr. Jim Rohn, and it literally changed the way I view myself. Jim Rohn, at the age of 25, he was a college dropout, he was broke. Basically, he did not have money. And he had a long list of reasons for why he was not doing well. He blamed the government, he blamed the taxes, he blamed the prices, he blamed the weather, he blamed the traffic, he blamed the car manufacturer, he blamed the company policy, the training program, he blamed his negative relatives, he blamed the community, he blamed the economy. He had this long list. One day, a millionaire named Earl Stroff, with a curious look on his face, asked Jim, how come you haven't been doing well up until now? Excellent question. Jim thought he wouldn't look too bad if he went through his list. And so he took out his list and went through it one by one. Earl Stroff patiently listened to Jim. And after Jim was finished, he took Jim's paper and went through it carefully and said, Jim, there's a big problem with your list. You are not on it. See, Jim had blamed each and every entity he could for why he was not doing well. But he did not blame the person that he saw in the mirror. After a few months, Jim went to work for Earl Stroff. He took his piece of paper, tore it, got himself a fresh piece of paper, and just wrote one word, me. After listening to this speech, a lot of bells in my head started ringing. I realized that the biggest problem with me was I did not take responsibility for myself. I did not take responsibility for my life, for my health, for my wellness, for my career, for my education. And I relied a lot on other people. After listening to this speech, I learned not to do that. I stopped relying on people. I understood that no one is coming to save me. If I don't think about my life, no one else will. From that day onwards, I became serious in my life with respect to my dreams and my goals. Right now, I'm in a much better mental state than I was few months ago. And all this was possible because I started being aware of my thoughts and my feelings. And I started to change my negative beliefs into positive beliefs. Right now, I'm a much more focused, much more happy, and a much more peaceful person. And you can be too, if you just start this small practice of being aware of your thoughts and changing your negative beliefs into positive ones. Thank you.